Welcome to Arsenal Kids Podcast.
Hello and welcome to Arsenal Kids Podcast. My name is Ben and I'm joined by my always motivated co-host Maddie.
Hello and welcome to episode number 42.
It is great to have you join us for this episode. And Maddie, what are we talking about on Arsenal Kids Podcast this time?
In part 1, we are looking at the women's team player Caitlin Foord.
As we do, a bit of a profile piece on the Australian player who re-announced herself on the world stage recently with a player of the match performance at the FIFA Women's World Cup. And then, in part number 2,
we look at the club's new commercial partner,
along with a sad goodbye to our number 2 goalkeeper. A quick reminder that if you do enjoy listening to Arsenal Kids, then please like, subscribe, rate, review wherever it is that you listen to us.
And also send us your comments and questions.
Please just email us at info@arsenalkids.com. You could also get in touch with us via our Facebook page. Just search for Arsenal Kids or look for us on Twitter.
We look forward to hearing from you soon.
So here in part 1, we start with our very own, for us anyway, in both senses of the world, Caitlin Jade Foord, who was born on the 11th of November 1994, about 100 kilometres from Sydney in New South Wales, Australia.
Foord was the only member of her family to play football.
And it was her sister who saw her on the playground and suggested that she might have the skills and the ability to play. And so she joined the local Warilla Wanderers, where in her first game she apparently scored 6 goals. Foord then went on to play for the local teams, Illawarra Stingrays and the Sutherland Sharks, before she spent some quality time at the New South Wales Institute of Sport, where in 2009 Caitlin was named Junior Sports Star of the Year at the Shellharbour Sports Awards. She also played football and loves watching National Rugby League, NRL, which is another of my favourite pastimes.
At the age of 13, Foord earned her first cap for Australia under-17s national team.
She did, and at the age of 16, Foord then signed with the Central Coast Mariners ahead of the 2009 Australian W League season, but did not play a match. The following season, she joined Sydney FC and spent 4 straight seasons with the club, appearing 44 times and scoring 10 goals.
Her first professional goal was against Adelaide United. Just to say, Ben and me good for Adelaide and Arsenal. On the 20th November 2010.
In March 2013, it was then announced that Foord had signed with American team Sky Blue FC for the inaugural season of the National Women's Soccer League. That year, she appeared in 15 games and helped the team to their playoff appearance.
In the America off-season, she was loaned to Perth Glory.
As the seasons were complementary to one another. Unfortunately, the second time around when she was loaned in 2016, Foord suffered a broken collarbone that required surgery, which ruled her out for the remainder of the season. In 2017, Caitlin then signed for Japanese club Vegalta Sendai Ladies on a 1-year deal. Reportedly, she had a challenging time adapting to the unrelenting Japanese training schedule, but she scored 4 goals in 17 games for the club.
In 2017, she returned back to Sydney.
And she also played for Portland Thorns during the W League off-season. But then, on the 24th of January 2020,
Caitlin Foord signed for the Arsenal!
She did, making her debut on the 23rd of February 2020, scoring in a 2-0 FA Cup victory over 2nd Division club Lewes. An exciting forward who can play anywhere across the front three, Caitlin has gone from strength to strength since arriving at the club. And she averages a goal every 2 starts, which is an impressive record considering She's often deployed off the left wing and believes that playing for Arsenal allowed her to fall back in love with the beautiful game. Caitlin also reached an impressive milestone of 100 caps for the national team,
where she plays for the Australian Matildas.
She does, after making her debut at just 16 years of age, and she has also scored 29 goals, including one very recently. She also has made almost 100 caps for the Arsenal.
Some of her individual double and team honours include...
They include the Conti League Cup with Arsenal in 2023, the Tournament of Nations with the Matildas in 2017, the FIFA Women's World Cup Best Women's Young Player in 2011, the Asian Women's Young Footballer of the Year in 2011, the Football Federation of Australia Under 20 Women's Footballer of the Year in 2011, you can see that 2011 was a good year for her, and the Asian Women's Footballer of the Year in 2016. We're hopeful that she can keep the success going for Australia at the World Cup and also, more importantly, for Arsenal across this coming season. We can't wait!
Okay, let's leave it there for part 1. We'll be right back after this for part 2.
All right, welcome back. And in part 2, we're looking at 2 of the new commercial partnerships the Gunners have entered into recently and what they might mean for us as supporters.
The first is a 2-year deal with Unilever's Dirt is Good laundry brand,
which is known as Persil in the UK, Omo here in Australia. It has other names elsewhere. They are an official partner of our men's and women's teams. This new first-of-its-kind partnership reflects Arsenal's and Dirt is Good's belief in the power of sport to unleash human potential. The collaboration will harness the global reach of both brands to help younger generations, that might be you, see the value of playing sport, getting stuck in and getting dirty. Dirt is Good will also work closely with our men's and women's first team players, the Arsenal Foundation and local community projects with the joint goal of creating a sense of belonging for our community participants and positively impacting their physical, mental and emotional well-being.
The second partnership is with Google Pixel.
Google Pixel have become the official mobile phone partner of the Arsenal and hope to bring supporters in the United Kingdom and around the world closer to the action through high-quality content. The new partnership will further enhance the club's reach and impact using Google Pixel's technology to amplify the experience of the game for supporters. They will be able to access exclusive content as well as deeper tech-driven experiences using Google's AI-powered camera, which is featured on the device. In year 1 of the partnership, we will have
Pitch Side with Pixel.
Pitch Side with Pixel. Maybe you're going to get a job, Maddie, on the promo of this. But Pitch Side with Pixel is going to look to deliver exclusive pitch side access to every home Premier League and Women's Super League match, focusing particularly on the women's team, hoping to inspire more girls and women to get involved in the sport.
And like we mentioned at the start, Matt Turner is head out the door.
He is. He's joined Nottingham Forest on a permanent transfer. The 29-year-old goalkeeper joined us from MLS side New England Revolution in June of 2022 and went on to make 7 appearances for Arsenal in all competitions, clipping 4 clean sheets in those matches. Our United States of America international, Matt leaves us with some silverware, which was the recent Community Shield victory of which he was a part of the squad. So we wish Matt all the best for his future.
And finally, a quick World Cup report.
The quarterfinals are about to get underway. Australian Steph Catley and Caitlin Ford, who scored and was player of the match in their 2 goals to nil win against Denmark, meant they knocked out Katrin Kuhl. And we'll be able to report next week which Gunners are still in the competition after those games. Also, just around the corner
is the beginning of the Premier League.
It is, where our men's team will face Nottingham Forest with Matt Turner, so we hope he doesn't have the greatest of games. But you'll find all that information out here first with a match review here at Arsenal Kids.
Okay, that's all for this time. Thanks again for joining us at
Arsenal Kids Podcast. A reminder to please like and subscribe, rate and review wherever you listen to us.
And no matter where you listen to us,
We would love to hear from you and for you to share the podcast with other Arsenal kids.
we hope to join you back on the pitch again soon.
Okay, bye for now.
Goodbye.